All right, seventh inning stretch it with you here. We got Josh Edwards. I'm Darren Breyer here. We got a lot to talk about tonight. MLB. We're gonna make it a little shorter show tonight. We got a lot to get through. Although on a quick amount of time, we'll hit you on a lot of things here around the baseball. We got a little MLB Stadium. We'll test Josh on that again this week. I got a little trivia for him as well. We'll talk about his Cardinals a little bit as well.
Twice this week.
Seventh inning stretch. Josh Edwards with you. I'm Darren Breyer. Here we go. Edwards, I'm looking at the standings, trades that we wish would happen. Right now, MLB, there's a lot of different ways to look at this. I'm not going to go, all right, I'm going to look at you dime for dime on this thing. But if we had to look at like trades that you wish would happen, the first one I bring to the table is if I was a Cardinals fan, I would want to trade for Brent Rooker of the A's. Like that would be the trade I would be looking to make, somewhere we get Rooker on the A's, a power hitter, helps the lineup right-handed. That's if I was a Cardinals.
I'll give you Gorman.
Take Severino.
Straight up.
Take Severino too for him. You got to take both though at the same time. But just as an example,
you take. I'll make you. Let's do this deal. Why? Okay. Why do you want to get rid of Severino so bad? Hold on. What am I missing?
We just signed a 3-year deal with him. He's getting absolutely rocked. I mean, he's not even right now. He's not even planning to be in Vegas by the time they get there. He's making $67 million. There might be some contractual things that don't allow, but that's the trade I make. I want to get rid of him.
Less than a strikeout an inning.
And I'd move on from Miller. Would probably be the most realistic if we're looking at the A's roster in some ways. But there's some kind of like fun trade, like what Logan's been hitting us up. Like, this is time. The D-backs got to get rid of everybody. They got to get rid of Gallen. They got to get.
Oh, and I'm going to hate to say that this week, but I'm kind of there.
Really? All right.
I'm kind of there. Like, I mean, I'll give them another week or two, but that getting swept by the Rockies ordeal, that kind of, if they don't rebound from that, and I mean 7 out of 10, 11 out of 15, I need something big to restore my faith in the Diamondbacks at this point, or I'm going to say they're about as cooked as the Orioles.
I mean, the NL West keeps kind of moving in a weird way, right? Like now, the D-backs are starting to play a little better again.
Danny moved all over this last week.
Now, I want to we'll dive into that a little bit as well.
Yeah,
going forward. But any other trades that you see that you would want to happen? Anything that comes to your mind?
So I want a pitcher that I can't have because he's in my division. I think he's sick, and I think it's ridiculous the way he's being treated where he's at. He gets no run support. The guy's done like a complete game and got a loss and went 8 innings the other day, allowed 1 run, 3 walks, 8 Ks, and he gets the loss. Give me Paul Skeens in St. Louis. We will treat you well, sir.
In division, they're not trading him in division.
I will give the Pirates Gorman. I will give them Matz. I will give them Michaelis. I will give them I almost said it.
Walker?
No. I'll give them Pozo. Because they need more cash. No, Pozo's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I think the Twins would be realistic if you're going to go like Joe Ryan maybe involved in a trade or something like that where they get.
I'd give up like 6 or 7 per scheme.
Man, I don't know. That's a lot there. That's a lot.
I'd give up a bunch.
Any other ones?
I'd like to see the Marlins deal away Alcantara and their pitching to teams where they don't have to feel the pressure with him coming back off the injury and everything. I mean, he's been good and bad and inconsistent, to say the least. I mean, just this year alone, I mean, I was being generous.
How about the Marlins pitcher, Alcantara?
That's what I'm saying. Sandy Alcantara. He needs a fresh start.
I would think he needs to go somewhere else. Sorry, I got the sneezes going on here.
I mean, he's having a horrible season.
Yeah, but I would still take a chance on him.
I would too, for cheap.
I would definitely still take a chance on him.
I don't know, man. There's plenty of guys out there that I would want in trades. I would like to see guys go certain places, but at this point, for me, it's not even about certain guys. I just need pieces. I want to see, like in St. Louis, I want another middle reliever who's a lockdown, shutdown guy. I need another starter. I need another strikeout starter. A guy who can go out and pitch 6 every day and throw between 6 and 9 Ks every outing.
Do you think
the Giants need help in the middle of their bullpen? So
I think the Giants would be an interesting trade team for. They need some offense badly.
That too.
And so I look at like teams like that are maybe out of it. I don't know. Do you see anything like the Giants can make a trade for? Like I feel like they need a first baseman. They need somebody that's they pulled up Encarnacion that's supposed to be this guy, but I don't see it for them. They really need some offense. That team needs desperately some offense. So I'm curious what they end up trying to do at the deadline. What do the Rays do at the deadline?
Rafael Devers.
No, he's not getting traded. I mean, that would be
trade him and make him play first.
I mean, the Orioles, do they give up on people and make him play first? Roberts Jr. has got to be the biggest prize from the White Sox, right?
I mean, yeah. How's his season been?
20 stolen bases. He was leading the Major League Baseball not that long ago. Been a quality player for the White Sox for years.
He's got a 0 WAR this year. Is this right? Okay, this is according to Baseball Reference.
Yep.
I question this. I'm about to double check it, but I got 0 WAR, 192 at bats, 34 hits, 5 homers, 177 batting average, 20 RBIs, 21 stolen bases. OBP is only 266, slugging is 286, OPS is 553, OPS plus is 58.
I don't know. I think I would take a chance on him. Center fielder. I would take a chance on him. That's all I'm saying. I would take a chance on him.
I gotta check that, man. That seems too low even for him.
No, I'm looking at
pay enough attention.
I'm looking at his stats right now. He's got 5 home runs now, 20 RBIs, 21 stolen bases. So I look at those potential numbers with the stolen base totals, and I'd say that would be a guy I would take a chance on. Would be somebody like Roberts, if I could, on cheap for certain teams. And maybe I hit or miss, but he would be somebody I would take a chance on. The White Sox might not feel the same, and well. So that would just
take a risk on him because of his career. This looks like a bad year. I mean, his career OPS plus is 111, OPS career 767, slugging 456, OBP 311. I mean, in 1,988 at bats, he's got 93 homers, 514 hits 259.
Would the Braves ever give up on it? Would they ever trade some guys? I mean, 5 games under 500.
It's center fielder. They don't need a center fielder.
But just meaning if they
just them in general.
Trades I wish would happen. They have a lot of guys.
That's a homegrown team just having a bad year, man. That they're not going to start dishing out guys unless they got a problem in the locker room that has been kept quiet.
Fair enough.
Or they see an opportunity to actually just improve.
How about the Orioles? They got to be a team that might be thinking.
I can't see. You're not trading. Adley,
where would you want Rush's
trading Gunner?
Where would Adley want to go in a dream world? Where would you think he would go if he had to pick a team? What? I was thinking about this with him. A
state with low taxes.
Where would you want? What team do you think he would fit with, though? I was thinking through
he fits anywhere.
No, because I don't know. Like I feel like there's certain teams that I don't know, like really where it's like he could be like a kind of a
Cincinnati
legendary player for them. Cincinnati, that would be the guy. That would be the one for you. All right, that's interesting. I was thinking the Giants, or I was thinking the Rangers. Those were the 2 teams that come to my mind where he could.
Rangers have a good catcher.
He's all right.
He got potential.
Yeah, he's all right. I'll give you that. Speaking of teams under 500, do you believe in the Rangers at all to make a little push towards the playoffs? They sit at 29 and 23 right now.
I mean, yeah, I'm not counting them out right now by any means. I mean, I just got to watch them play. They are in the right direction, I think. They got some holes, but they can. I think a couple trades and they can be competitive. If they're in it at the deadline, if they're close to the deadline, I think they got a chance because they'll make the necessary trades to pick up what they need to improve. This back and forth between Seattle and Houston right now in the AL West has been super interesting. I know Houston was in front of Seattle a couple days ago. It's just kind of back and forth.
Tied right now.
The pitching is kind of slipping a little bit for Seattle. They've kind of hit a little bit of a rut. The offense is what the offense has always been, just good enough all season. I mean, the AL Central is still interesting to me. You got 4 teams over 500 there battling it out. I could see 3 teams from the Central.
It'd be
I could see it.
Can I call them my Brewers yet? Can I call them?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you and Logan are dead to me.
You know me. I said the Brewers would win the Central. Obviously the Cubs are right now sitting at a better place than them right now. But teams under 500, the Braves obviously sit there. The Nationals are ahead of the Braves actually right now. People, you got the Reds under 500, Pirates, and then you got the Rockies, of course. Diamondbacks 1 game under, and that's on the National League side. You got the A's 16 games under after just
fell apart, man. You guys just face planted and never recovered.
You talk about too much.
You Joe Biden it going up Air Force One.
Pretty basic. You talk about a month and a half of bad baseball. That's what the A's have played here for sure. You got the Rangers, Angels also sitting at 500, and then you got the Orioles, Red Sox. So I would also say, to me, there's a world where I know it sounds crazy. There's a world there to me where the Orioles still make a run, but I know it sounds nuts.
Because the division they're in right now, yes. And because they're playing better ball right now than they were.
I just think they have some talent there where they could get really hot, like win like 14, lose 2. And so I don't know. That's
absolutely. But can we talk about the AL East real quick?
Yeah.
Can we talk about Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dude, Boston was in second last week. Tampa Bay was in 4th. Toronto is just kind of chilling. But Tampa Bay, man, like 7, they've won 7 of their last 10. But in that division, 4 of the 5 teams have won 7 of their last 10, and Boston's lost 7 of their last 10. I mean, right now, the MLB, these divisions are literal roller coasters based on every 10 games. That's all it really is. That's what's made this season interesting. It's almost like there's parity in baseball without a cap and without a floor. But it's just because you got 4 teams that spend more than everybody else, and then you got 12 teams that are spending about the same, and then it's kind of a downgrade from there. So
let me ask you this: if I had to ask you this between 2 teams, who would you believe in more, Orioles or Red Sox?
Red Sox.
Okay, who do you believe in more, Orioles or Rangers?
Rangers.
All right. Who do you believe in more, Angels or Rangers?
Rangers.
All right. So the Rangers to me are getting that wild card spot that you're talking about possibly with those teams. All right. Who do you believe in more, D-backs or Reds?
D-backs.
All right. Braves or Nationals?
Braves.
D-backs or Braves? D-backs or Braves? What do you got? Come on.
I'll go with Braves based on pedigree.
My God, I was giving surgery over here to that question. We got it. I like it. Braves.
That's what I get chopped up, man. When this thing goes, I get chopped up for that answer.
I got you. I give it to me. Hey, talk about getting chopped up. Give me 2 games you wish you could go back and watch live in your lifetime.
All right, hold on. I got dates. This is really easy for me. Game 6.
Mr. Freeze.
2011. We will see you tomorrow night. As David Freeze ties it and then wins it.
Unbelievable.
And goes to Game 7 with a dramatic victory in Game 7. So, Game 6 there. And I'm kind of torn on this other one. There's so many, man. There's so many. Game 7 of the 2001 World Series.
Can I name mine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Game 4 of the 2003 or 2004 ALCS, where Dave Roberts steals second base. To be there at the start of something like that, and then also the year before that, Game 7, where Aaron Boone hits the walk-off. That was a dramatic series. And then the other one for me, randomly, I would want to be at is that Bartman game. I don't know why it would be an interesting one that I would want to go to. And then perfect games, obviously. But
yeah, I got 2 and 85. One would be the Bob Dinginger game. And then the Ozzie Smith's Go Crazy, folks, Go Crazy home run against the Dodgers in the CS, I guess.
Yep.
And then there's perfect games. There's so many great games.
Oh yeah, but that's why I said if you had to pick 2 in your lifetime, where it's like where you've been alive,
I got the Pujols game against Houston in the playoffs in 04.
Under the tracks, under the railroad.
I mean, that ball never came back. So as a Cardinals fan, I mean, I've had it really, and this is where, to do this show, I mean, this is where we're fans doing the show. I've had it really good as a Cardinals fan up until the last 2 seasons. I mean, my cognitive years of baseball, the Cardinals were bad when I was little, but I didn't care because I was little and it was baseball. McGuire's when I turned 10.
Yep.
So that's when most boys really start paying close attention. You know, the average boy starts paying close attention if he's a baseball guy. So I just had it really good for a long time. I had McGuire, then I had Pujols and Yachty and Waino and Carpenter, and I had that big stretch. So I have tons of games I would have loved to have been at.
How about the Batista bat flip? That would have been a good one. You know that game like in Toronto? Yeah. The crowd like that would have been a good one, right?
The Randy Johnson killing the bird. I would want to be at that one. There's plenty of fights. The Yachty fight in Cincinnati where he got kicked by Brandon Phillips. The fight between the Cubs and the Cardinals back when it was La Russa and Baker were the managers in Chicago at Wrigley.
I know you hate the Cubs, but I would think Cubs Indians at the time, that Game 7 from recent times where the Cubs won. That was a great game.
Nope.
Rajay Davis at the home run in the ninth inning to tie it up.
No, sir.
He'll leave that one off. All right, fair enough. A lot of good ones, but we missed a lot there that we liked. All right, let's get to Diamond Notes here. Yes, the Rockies. First 3-game sweep since May 2024. Are we impressed, Josh? I don't think we are.
I'm shocked. I'm not impressed. I'm shocked.
The Marlins. You were good. Way to be a good guest. Make the Rockies feel like a good team again. My gosh, they were 9-50 entering that series. Unbelievable. Brewers slugged 3 home runs, win 12 straight series against the Reds. Corbin Burns maybe out for the year for the D-backs. Terrible news for them.
That's why they're cooked.
As they're starting to kind of play a little better. I don't know. Some interesting things around the league. That Brewers one is interesting to me. And obviously Burns, man, what a shame there. And then obviously Ellie Daly Cruz, I want to shout out for your sister passes away. Next game you hit a home run. Those things are always pretty cool when you kind of just honor somebody like that with an at bat like that. So
those moments are always very cool.
Yeah.
Like in hockey when a guy has every time a dude has a baby and he comes back the next day or 2 days later, he ends up scoring a goal. Like it's almost every time in hockey.
Who's that guy in the Avalanche this year? He did the same thing. Like I forget. He Jimmy was telling about. Yeah, Jimmy was telling. Nah, this guy was out for 2 years.
We'll move on. It'll come. I know exactly.
You're the hockey guy. That's why I said. I thought you might. You built more than me.
I'm just blanking on a name.
I told
you it's been a long week. I'm tired.
Are you scared of the Brewers?
No.
Do you believe in them yet? I mean, they're starting to play really good. They're playing good baseball right now.
They're not playing as good of baseball as the Cardinals have played thus far. They're 9-1 in their last 10, but against teams that are. Hold on, I don't even have that one up. Give me the better The expanded.
I just think the Brewers. Something about that offense for me. I like it as it gets later into the year. I think Turang's a tough at bat. Hoskins is a tough at bat.
I don't know if the kids can do it.
I mean, do you really think the Cardinals are better than them?
Yes.
Wow. All right. So you're at that point with them that they're better than them.
I think when push comes to shove, this Cardinal team doesn't quit. And if you give them a door and then you make a mistake, you're screwed.
I mean,
I've seen this team come back too many times and keep too many games close. You look how many games they've lost by one run, or they've lost in extra innings.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You don't understand that they lead the division, and they are arguably the best team in the NL record wise. So that's why I'm not a big believer in this Cardinals team. I'm just looking at what they're doing because I still have plenty of doubts as a fan. But I'm looking at this team and what they've done against the better teams in the league. They've given the better teams a run for their money every way, and they've beaten some of them. This team, I don't know if the Cubs can keep outrunning them.
No, I hear you.
We'll see though. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Cubs win the division. But I wouldn't. I could see the Cardinals finding a way to make that last wild card spot, and they're going to end up giving somebody fits.
It'll be interesting that the Rockies, they win their 9-50, Josh. My gosh, that's so bad. I mean, you talk about just pathetic.
I didn't know if we'd see them get 15 wins by the break.
They're on fire. What is that NBA Jam? They're on fire right now.
I love that game.
Well, let's see if you get the stadium right. Guess that stadium that our guy Brandon made for us here.
That's so generic.
Well, you got the outfield there.
The little bump in the outfield. Okay, hold on.
I'm going to say...
Hold on, it's not Houston.
No.
I'm trying to think who else has got a little bump in their outfield. You probably know who it is. Logan knows who it is. Where's Logan at?
I know the answer because I need to be the host. I got to be able to answer the question for us. We can't, but Brandon's not on. Give
me the league.
NL.
Darn it, that did not help where I was going.
We mentioned them tonight.
Well, see, I was thinking Arizona.
No, NL East.
Washington?
You can see the right field. They have a lot of that. Left field, it's pretty open.
Miami?
Miami is the correct answer. Miami Marlins Stadium.
I just know it's not the Mets, and it doesn't look like the Phillies cut out to me. So,
for me, it's this little dip right here. Like there's a little dip right there in center field. All right, that would be the biggest clue for me, but it would take a little while for me to get there. So I understand, Josh. That was a tough one with it. I'm going to give you a little trivia, see if you can make up for it here with it. Hit number one. I played for the Phillies, Dodgers, Red Sox, Angels from 2003 to 2015. I hit 108 home runs in my career. So,
hold on.
In order, I gave you the teams.
Okay. Phillies, Dodgers, Red Sox, Angels. So he was with...
Come on.
He wasn't with the Red Sox when they won. Was he with them when? Was he with the Red Sox when they won in 11?
I believe so.
Okay, go to the next one.
All right, hit number two. I became the first player in postseason history to have a home run, a double, and 2 steals in a single game. Pretty big feat. Not too long ago. Big one there. So you can tell you what kind of player he was. Won 2 championships. Played for the... Obviously, you can tell he won it with either the Phillies and Red Sox, probably. Those are the teams he won it with. So you're starting to figure it out a little bit. Come on, Edwards. I believe in you. You can do that.
It's not a catcher.
Definitely not a catcher. Because of the steals.
It's not a third baseman. It's not a first base. It's got to be an outfielder.
It would definitely be an outfielder. You're out. See, look at you. Detective. I like it.
Well, you gave me years that I was mostly cognitive of.
You should know these.
There's a little gap there, like from 11, well, basically 12 to 14, where I'm out. All right, what's the next clue?
You kind of got it. I won 2 World
Oh.
Series and 4 Gold Gloves while playing center
Oh,
field.
center field. Center field.
Big one.
All right, go back to the teams now.
Phillies, Dodgers, Red Sox, Angels. Those were the ones.
It's the center fielder for the Red Sox, I think.
You'll know more for the Phillies. He was more of a Phillies guy. He was switch hitter. Feisty.
Hold on.
Threw right-handed.
Hold on. Center fielder, I'll know him more for the Phillies, but I think I know him for the Red Sox.
Kind of had a good night. He had a kind of a fun last name.
Did he play with Chase Utley?
Yes.
Center field?
We had Ryan on one time. I did a flashback on this
Not
guy.
Jimmy. So he played with Jimmy Rollins too. So just run through that roster as Ryan Howard.
Hit a home run to left field. Mr. Ryan was excited about that homer.
I'm
going to give you 10 more seconds here. Here you go.
Hold on. I'm running through the Phillies roster.
Kind of like I do in preschool. 10, 9.5, 9. 8, 8.5, 8. I'll give you
Is it Shane Victorino?
Oh, it took a lifetime, folks, but he got the answer. He made up for the stadium there. Well done. You were. Did you know it?
He didn't. He hit the. I thought he hit the homer and did the steals with Boston.
You got it right. Well done.
Did he do that with Boston?
What?
The second clue, was that with the Phillies?
Yes.
Oh, see, I thought that was with Boston.
So he has a record there. Unbelievable, believe it or not. Edwards, I'm proud of you.
Well, I knew that Phillies team because they.
That's the most detective you've been.
And they had Ryan Howard.
That's the most detective you've been.
You gave me something in my realm, man, for once.
All right. You mentioned Mr. Buck with the freeze homer here.
What a ride! The Cardinals are world champs in 2011.
I don't need to say anything. Just watch the video. It's 15 years ago, just the other day. Here we go.
Ground ball, right side. Cabrera will cut it off. Galarraga covers. He's out. No, he's safe. He is safe. He is safe at first base. And here comes Jim Leyland. Oh, my goodness.
Back before replay, folks.
Jim Joyce said he was safe at first base.
See that replay.
Cabrera, Galarraga.
Did he miss the base? He's out. Why is he safe?
He must have missed the base.
Are you kidding me? Why is he safe?
We'll see right here.
Why is he safe? Oh my goodness,
Jim
Joyce. No.
Out by a mile.
Man, you can see Cabrera there. Just think he has it. And here's the like right there. We got it. Perfect game. No. Oh, unbelievable. And like the guy said it right. Tragic for Galarraga. I mean, he handled it so beautifully. I remember afterwards, the next day when Jim Joyce was the umpire, like he could have ripped this guy a new one into whatever, and he obviously handled it with humility, and that's what he's known for in this situation. But man, a perfect game. That's an all-timer right there, right? In the last 15 years, we all know that play. And I just was like, all right, that's a good time for it with all the umpire stuff going on and all that. But, yeah.
Dude, this umpiring thing. Okay, so I can deal with the challenge system.
All right.
I can deal with that. If it goes any further than that, book it right here. I'll give it one season. I guarantee that'll be my last season with baseball.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think they're going to go to that extreme.
But the challenge system, I think, could make it interesting.
How about the guy that got ejected for the tap of the helmet?
I think that's being a little petty.
Remember the one with JT really? He got hurt tonight, by the way. Hopefully he's all right. He got hurt tonight in the ninth inning versus the Blue Jays. Remember in spring training, he's reaching back, but he doesn't see the ball, so he just kind of moves his hand forward.
That was so. Oh,
you remember that one too? And that was a bad one as well from umpires there. So
and not to get into my personal drabble, but doing this umpiring this year, man. I did last year was my first year doing it. It was fun. I was just kind of figuring out. It was like playing umpire. And this year, I've taken it quite a bit more seriously in my approach. And it's incredibly difficult to call a perfect game.
Yeah.
I cannot express this enough. And I've noticed that when I'm watching games now, I don't give the umps nearly as hard of a time when they miss a call. So, like when Susie's losing her mind over there on X about umps missing calls, it's tough. Like it is ridiculously tough.
Well, they make their job harder when they make bad decisions on ejections like that, and they make that worse for him in that sense. But I thought that's a bad example. But I thought in him making a bad call, there was some good that came out of that play at the end of the day. So it's a weird way to look at it. But obviously, he'll never go in the record books, and at the end of the day, that's kind of what matters in some regards. But
that's where I was going with that. It's the fact that they make these asinine, stupid, petty fools of themselves, and that's why you can't ever catch a break when you miss a call in a game.
Yeah,
I mean, it's ridiculous, and we do it with two umps. I mean, and I'm sure it's still hard with four.
Yeah, probably.
But good Lord, with the speed that everything happens, it's insane. So, give your umpires a break.
I have respect for those guys. I have respect for you for doing that. I always say about the refs that I have in my basketball leagues and stuff like that. Like these are guys that just work normal jobs and are just trying to help the community. And so that's the way I look at it. And obviously, kudos to you for doing that for you guys out there, because the reality is they're short on these because parents are so harsh on them and coaches are so harsh on them that they don't even want to do the job. It's not even worth it. So that's part of that is part of it from the way I see it, from where I've been involved with it.
I've got a really good, again, we live in a small rural area, so it's a lot of small towns that play against each other. But they're all out there to have fun. They're not trying to get to the big leagues. And it's about sportsmanship and community. Like most of these kids know each other. Like so they're chirping each other all game long. I'm just sitting there laughing behind the plate. I'm just, I got a grin on my face halftime as the pitcher's grinning at the batter, and the catcher's telling the batter what pitch is coming. He goes, "You ain't gonna hit it, but here comes the change." It's hilarious when you're down there and you get to listen to it on the field. I get why they want to mic players up on TV. I don't want it on TV, but if you can listen to the kids talk, sit as close as you can to the field for a 14U game or a 16-year-old game. It's absolutely hilarious, and it's so much fun, and to see them just enjoy the game in its most pure form I love it, man. That's honestly the reason I do it. It's to see that the game is still alive. It's not as it was when we were growing up by any means. No, but to see kids are still out here, they care, and then they're out there giving it their all. It's a blast, man. Speaking
of kids, I've enjoyed the College World Series recently too. I've been watching that in the Women's College World Series. You got Texas Tech versus Texas coming up as well. And I was watching all the super regionals and the regionals there. I was like, oh, this is like better than college basketball because they have more games. You get the double headers like there. I was like, this is awesome. So good stuff going on with it. Good show tonight. I'm very proud of you working your way slowly through the trivia, but you got it. You're like a good detective out there. You did your job. Long week for both of us, and I'm proud of you for getting that trivia along the way, sir.
That was tough.
I like the recordings here with us. People keep subscribing to the channel.
Logan. But if you guys want us to do live shows, put it in the comments, man. I miss talking to y'all.
and watch it. That's part of it too. So and watch it more. Aaron, appreciate you. With that out there, we'll get you back on. We'll do some live stuff as well here, but this one you'll see Friday morning as well. A lot on the line as we head into the weekend here. Edwards, good baseball talk with you, my friend. Have a good weekend. Let's get back at it next June. School will be out for me in some areas there, so you got a little less. You can take a little decompress here as well. We'll see how that goes. Looking into the
until I get to the end of June, man, I'm gonna be wrecked. So
well, you better love that baseball. Let's go from there. Ole Miss, are they out of it? Yeah, they are out of it, people. So Wright State, you're rooting for them along the way, but Edwards,
Wright State.
I know. Appreciate you, my friend. We'll see you next week. All right.